How goes it, Spectrum? This is Grayscale here, and welcome to Particle Mace, a simple arcade game on Steam, and I really enjoy this game. I've seen people play it before. It's really fun, and apparently I'm at mission 0, even though I played this game before. I don't know what happened. Maybe because my internet is down, but let's get going. I'm gonna show... Oh no, I did play it a little bit. Apparently I never played on easy, so I'm gonna play it on easy. Normal, tried and true, the ship that brought you here. I'll play the normal. So the way this game works, and I'm playing with the controller right now, so it might be a little bit weird. But all it is just a joystick, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I have a little bit more finesse when I play with the controller, actually. But I'm basically a ship stranded in space, heading to Mars, obviously. And I'm controlling this little tiny ship that has a mace on the back of it. Which, I don't know who came up with this design. Clearly it wasn't Elon Musk. I mean, he's a madman, but he knows how to build his rocket ships. Heck, he's going to Mars next year. He's a pretty cool guy. But this is not an engineering feat. Or it is an engineering feat, but it's not a very smart one. I don't know how this works, but I'm swinging it around because my rocket fuel allows me to swing it to drive at such a fast speed in space that my particle mace can swing around and literally murder all the alien spaceships. Because whoever built this is a genius. And it's not me, for sure. I'm actually getting a pretty good combo in right now. I think I've about lost a combo. Yeah, there we go. But your goal is just to survive as long as possible and get a high score. And this is easy mode, so it shouldn't be too hard for me. I'll see how far I can get. I don't think I'll be able to get too far, honestly. I don't think I'm super good at this game, from what I recall. But I'm okay at it. I like to fly my spaceship, and I actually find space to be pretty interesting. I would research space and theories about space and everything a lot more and play more space games if I had time. Except I don't. Because of school. And because I'm trying to... Well, I'm saying because of YouTube isn't really good because I want to record it for YouTube, but I don't want to record games about space like Kerbal Space Program or Universe Simulator or Universe Sandbox or whatever, because I don't have enough of a grasp of knowledge on space to do it without making myself look like an absolute idiot. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I know the laws of thermodynamics and the laws of energy and how some things work and theories about space and the end of the world and stuff. I don't know, but it's not, I don't think I'll be able to make a good enough video. Oh, I just crashed straight into an asteroid. I unlocked the heavy ship, I believe. Okay, so I get to place a heavy ship. This time, I have less particles, but they're heavier, they're bigger, and I think they deal more damage. Either that or they have more momentum. Since they're heavier, they swing around at a faster rate. But there's less of them, so it's harder to hit things, it seems. Actually, they seem to be still pretty accurate, since when you swing them around, they form a perfect line so that whatever's within its bounds is going to get hit. Like, it's basically a guarantee. I would get more multi-kills if, you know, there are more multi-enemies around here. Hit the enemy. Okay. There we go. Multi-kill times 2. Not enough enemies left. The star enemies, I'm not sure. I think they spin around a little. No, they kind of home in on you a lot better than the other ones do. These home in really slowly. Does the heavy ship have more defense? I don't think so. I think it's just is it slower? It might actually be slower. It might be slower, but it's able to build up momentum a lot faster with its bottom parts. And also, they're bigger. So they're able to hit a much... Oh, I would say a wider area, but there's less of them too. I guess it's kind of like a trade-off. Every ship has their own kind of trade-off. If you've ever played almost any arcade game before, like on the App Store or on Steam, because there's quite a few on Steam recently, you know what this basically is. Keep playing, upgrade your ship over time, or unlock new things as you play. Eventually, you'll be able to increase your high score progressively, and you'll make it to the top of the leaderboard, right? Just kidding, the top of the leaderboard is always a hacker. Oh boy, that was dangerous. Also, I'm not sure, but I think the radius on the outside of this area becomes smaller over time. Don't quote me on that. There's a lot you have to keep track of, though. You have to keep track of your ship and also trying to hit things at the same time, so your eyes are watching at least 2 things at once, and you're also having to watch the border and all the asteroids and whether any ships are getting close to you. And I think eventually there will be ships that actually fire at you, and that'll be hard too, because then you have to dodge bullets. I'm not quite sure though. I don't think I ever made it that far. But I think I've seen people play the game who had that happen. Oh! This game was actually originally on the App Store, I believe. Dude, that ship is like hyperdrive. I swear. But I played this game on the App Store, which is why I was really into it. It's kind of like Super Hexagon. Actually, this really does remind me of Super Hexagon when I think about it. It's a kind of like a similar polygonal-based survival thing where timing and coordination is key, except this one is a lot more accuracy rather than timing. I'm doing well. I don't think I'm going to play too much of this because the gameplay is relatively similar throughout the entire... Oh my goodness, I almost hit the... The edge is going like crazy. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with that. I apparently have to follow it though, otherwise I'm going to get screwed. It's a star. Okay. And it's a tiny one. It's hard to spin and build up momentum whenever the whole edge of the map is just moving around like crazy. But I guess that's the point, it's to add to the challenge, which I'm okay with. My goal is to get above 1,000 for my score right now. I may be able to get there actually. If I'm fortunate enough to not die to this ship right here. Okay. This ship is so fast. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, ship. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Ah, so close, so close, so close. If I can hit this one no! Okay, there's a fast ship too. 35 missions, 2,000. Okay. Well, that's all I'm gonna do on easy. I may do hard next, or maybe asteroid field. I don't know. Or maybe a mission. Let's do fast. Current missions: Tourist 1, travel to the spots, King of the Hill, stay within 600 meters of start, double kill, 2 times multi-kill. So first, I'm gonna stay within the start for 60 seconds, I believe it said. Now I'm the fast ship, so I move really fast, and I have tiny orbs that extend really far from me. Dude, they extend so far that it's really hard to hit things because, like, they go all around me. The one tiny one that wasn't connected to the back of me. Yeah, since I'm so small, I don't have much momentum, so it doesn't swing around me as easily. Yeah, I don't like the tiny ship. I'm gonna play as a bigger ship. Wrecking ball, travel to the spots, 30 seconds. Let's try this. I like the heavy. Now I can actually hit the ships that I'm trying to kill. Okay. Generally in games, I prefer the small but nimble ones. But this game, it's a little bit hard to hit things if you do the small but nimble. I got Wrecking Ball. So there's 150 missions to complete, and you can unlock different things for beating all of them. Of course, I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I'm just going to do one video on this game because that's about all I think I can think of to do. I feel like there's been a lot of minimalist... Oh, okay, that was a lag spike to end all lag spikes. I feel like there's been a lot of minimalistic geometry-based games on Steam recently, though. Or not very recently, but they're pretty popular when they make a minimalistic geometry-based timing or rhythm game. There's Geometry Dash, there's Super Hexagon, there's this. There's several other games on Steam, too. I don't remember the names, but I think I have some other ones, too. There's also Geometry Wars, but that's not exactly the same, I don't think. I'm going to travel to these spots. Shouldn't be that hard to do. So long as the edge of the map doesn't shift. There we go. That's all the missions I can accomplish this time. Round over. That's what I thought. Do I explode? Oh, it just rams me into the nearest asteroid. Kill 4 foes, kill a foe in under 10 seconds, get a score of 75. Okay. Under 10 seconds, I can do that. Easy. Now kill 4 foes and score 100 points. Okay, if I can kill these 2, I got the 4 foes. Apparently not. Apparently I can't kill. Oh, lag spike. Lag spike every time I beat a mission. That's a flaw in the game. I will admit that. Or my computer, or maybe the fact that I'm recording face cam and video and gameplay at the same time. Round over. Don't ram me into the asteroid. I'm out of here. Don't do it. It ran me through the wall. Okay, that's new. 20 seconds without smashing. Okay, well, that's it for the missions that I'm going to do for now. So you get the concept of that. I'll do 1 hard and 1 asteroid field, and that'll be it for now. Actually, I'll do 1 asteroid field. So here you go. This is the asteroid field. Basically, it's a bunch of asteroids. I don't know what else to expect from this place. Probably should have picked fast, honestly, on this one. Because since they're so large, having something that hits a wide radius like the fast, will be a lot more useful than a slow but steady thing. Also, these things all give only 1 point when I hit them, because I don't have any multipliers possible to get by hitting enemies, which is unfortunate, but I'll make do with all I have. I have all the rocket fuel I need in order to survive in the vast wilderness of this space, the great unknown. But the real question is, and you tell me, is there an edge to space? Do you think if the universe is infinitely expanding, they say that eventually things will get so far away that there will be no hope of getting to other planets with life on it, or even eventually other galaxies will just get such a far distance away that it will be impossible to travel to them. But then how did the Big Bang occur? Everything had to come in to one spot. And I hear from many people that the universe is in cycles, where it goes to the Big Bang and then it spreads out, but then it comes back in. But what brings it back in exactly? Is there an edge to the universe where eventually it'll hit the edge and everything will just get reversed backwards, back towards the center, where the Big Bang will happen? I know it's stupid, but sometimes I just like to think about random stuff like this. Like, what if there was just a giant glass wall or something at the edge of the universe, and you just see galaxies like a bouncy ball, like kind of like a rubber disc. Galaxies just hit the edge of the glass wall, and you just see them bounce, like boing. They kind of compress and then bounce out. It's completely a fake philosophy, but it's just funny to imagine. It's called imagination. You need to use it sometimes. Never lose your imagination. Sometimes I feel like I try to fit through that tiny gap. Robot ship. Okay, I may do the robot on the hard. That's weird. It moves in a hexagon shape. Oh, it's super hexagon. Super hexagon. Okay, this will be my last one for real this time. But sometimes you think about these space philosophies and how it works. Do you think there's another planet with life on it too? I hear that well, I mean, it's all theories. There's no proof either way. Though from what I've gathered, there has been recent exoplanets discovered by, was it NASA? They discovered a couple more exoplanets recently. And that's pretty crazy. Like there's like a whole set of them that they say could sustain life. And that's a big deal if we can find any that sustain life, but I think it's kind of rare. I think it's unlikely, personally, that we'll actually find any. I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to go to these exoplanets in a long time, if ever. But the odds are that there is other life somewhere in the universe. Like, I think we've already almost found life, but it's always like the really... I couldn't go through that because of my stupid robot ship. But it's kind of weird because we can't ever go there or check it, and it's always, if we think we found... Oh, that was dumb. If we ever think we found life, it's always the bacteria or really... I don't know what I'm doing. Or the really small things. So we never really found true intelligent life on a planet before. But the odds are that there's intelligent life other than us somewhere in the universe, since the universe is so expansive and there's such a huge amount of planets and solar and systems and galaxies and stars and bodies of mass that we have not discovered yet. And there will probably be something similar to Earth somewhere else in the universe, or maybe even more better suited to life than Earth is, if that's even possible. Who knows, it might not even be carbon-based life. Could be like some other resource that we've never even heard of before. I don't know. No one knows though, so of course I don't know. Unless I am literally the knower of all. I'm like that girl from Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, where she's like, I want to know everything. And then she spontaneously turns into dust for some reason, because that's what happens when you know everything. That's what happens when you want to be a know-it-all. So don't be a know-it-all. But also, don't be a jerk in general. But also don't put yourself down. Two extremes don't make a positive. As a matter of fact, extremes of anything are generally bad, other than... No, extremes of anything are generally bad. I can't think of much that isn't bad, other than maybe extremes of healthiness. If you're extremely healthy, that's good. No, even happiness, though. Like, things that are generally thought of as being good, like happiness. Extreme happiness can cause problems, too, because then you won't see what's wrong, and you'll have trouble fixing problems in your life. And I'm already at a high score of 1,000, I just realized. And I also realized that I broke my promise that the last round would be that the round earlier would be the last one. Sorry, I just got really into my talk about space and life. You know, maybe I should record some space videos. I don't know about some space games. Another problem though is that I don't have much money at all right now, and most of the games like Kerbal Space Program I don't own yet. And I don't have the money to buy it, along with Universe Sandbox. And also I want to play golf, like Golf It and also Golf with Your Friends, but I don't have the money for those either yet. I'm surprised that we have Duck Game and Ultimate Chicken Horse and stuff to play, but I really enjoy those two games. But those are our main multiplayer games right now. I also have Overcooked, but that's a local multiplayer only game, so it's hard to record. Unless I want to record it in the same format I did with the Duck Game and the Chicken Horse whenever my friends were over. But they were confused as to how I recorded that last time, because they didn't know I was recording, and I'm not sure if they'd appreciate that similar thing happening. I almost died there. Oh boy. How am I not dead yet? How am I doing this well? Okay. I may be in trouble though. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I could not get through that. Cascade ship. I'll just take a quick peek at what the Cascade is. Tethers of varying length. So graceful. Okay, so that's what the Cascade ship is. So I'll just crash myself now, because that's as far as I'm willing to go in this game. So what's left? Show Off, Hardy, Hyper, Jelly. So yeah, I'm not going to do those because those require either missions or for me to do another really long hard level. And I think that's about it. There's co-op arcade, which is same as arcade with co-op, and there's deathmatch, which I think is 4-player, you can fight each other. But I can't do those since I don't have friends over. Maybe I'll play that actually when friends come over. I didn't know this game had local multiplayer. It's interesting. So, as per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to color in that like and subscribe button. Make sure to fill in between the lines, and I hope to see you in the next video. I almost saluted again.